Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking Fresh with Green Giant. I'm Chef Bryan and I'm going to show you all how to do a delicious scalloped potato dish with ham. I have a few simple ingredients ready to go here, so let's get started. Today I'm going to be showing you a delicious scalloped potato dish with ham. It's a great fall dish and it's a comfort food that any cold evening would welcome. Let me show you some of these simple ingredients as well. Now I just have some sharp cheddar cheese here that's already been grated. I have a little Gruyere cheese. Now if you don't have Gruyere at your local market, just buy some Swiss cheese. That will work great in this as well. I have some diced up ham, chopped up carrots, some chopped up celery, some butter, milk, and since we're going to be thickening this dish with, of course, a little bit of flour. Also to this, we're going to be using the Klondike Goldust Potato. It's the perfect potato for scalloped potato dishes. The reason for this is the thin skin on the outside enables you to leave the skin on it, plus the buttery and creamy texture of the inside when it's cooked is perfect. Any cold winter night is going to welcome the Klondike Goldust scalloped potato dish. Let me show you how to get this started here. First of all, we're going to start with a little bit of butter. Just pour that right into your saute pan. To this, we're going to add our celery, our carrots, as well as the chopped green onions here. I like green onions in scalloped potatoes because they give it a great flavor. Now we're just going to let this saute until it's nice and fragrant and a little bit translucent. That's kind of a word they throw around in the culinary world, and that means simply that the vegetables that you're cooking are going to be par cooked or partially cooked. You can kind of see through them, so to speak. It's time to add our diced ham. Just simply add that in, and we're going to continue sauteing this to semi-cook the ham. We need to do a very classical French culinary thing here and make a roux. To do that, all you're going to do is add the flour right into the saute pan. Simply stir it around so that the flour coats the vegetables and the ham here. It's also cooking in there as well. The flour is now distributed throughout the pan, and we're ready to add in our milk. Now that's going to thicken up nicely, and you're going to want this as soon as you start to see it thickening. You want it to simmer for a couple of minutes to really cook out any additional flavor of starches that may be present. Now the flour and the milk solution are beginning to thicken. Now be sure you're going to let that cook just a little bit, because if you don't cook out all the starches, it's that little gritty flavor that you get in your mouth. But we're ready to add in the cheese, a sharp cheddar cheese, and we're going to add in the Gruyere cheese. We're just going to very gently stir this to melt the cheese into this delicious base here. You'll want to season this to taste with salt and pepper, and we're ready to build the scalloped potatoes. One of the most important parts of making a scalloped potato dish is not to rinse the potatoes. Potatoes have a natural starch on them that will help thicken this particular dish as well. So if you make a mistake of rinsing the potato, of course it's not going to ruin your dish. You just may have some runny scalloped potatoes. So what we're going to start now is by layering the potatoes on the bottom here. I'm going to create 2 layers with this particular dish. We're going to take half of our scalloped potato base here and just very gently spread that. And now once you get a layer of the potatoes, the base mix, we're going to add 1 more layer of the potatoes. Now if you have a really deep dish, you can do several layers. Just simply spread that out. And we're going to put the rest of our sauce right on top. Just kind of help it out a little bit. Now this is ready to go into the oven. What I would recommend doing is just taking a sheet of aluminum foil, covering the top of it. That way it won't dry out while it's baking in the oven. We're going to go put it into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the potatoes are finished baking. Now I have one that's all ready to go here. And let's take a look at this particular dish. Smells so good. Oh, that is perfect scalloped potatoes. Now I would simply finish this off, this dish here, with a little bit of green onions, some chopped red bell pepper for color. And it's very important to remember, you do eat first with your eyes, so make sure your dishes look pretty when they go to the table, just like this. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top, and we have a fantastic scalloped potato dish with ham. That looks and smells great. I'm Chef Bryan. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to sharing more Green Giant family recipes with you in the future. I'll see you next time.